The night air was cold, thick with fog, carrying the scent of old blood. Beyond the torchlit road something moved. Darian adjusted the sword on his back. He had walked roads like this countless times. Villages cursed with revenants, towns tormented by werewolves, cities crawling with vampires. To the people he was only the hunter. A stranger who came when the night grew heavy and vanished when the sun returned. This night's contract. A coven of vampires in the ruins above Brindlebrook. The keep now burned. The ground was littered with corpses dissolving into dust. Only one remained. She knelt against the wall, clutching her side. Young. Barely turned. Please, she whispered. I've never harmed anyone. Let me prove myself. He raised the sword, hesitated. Something raw in her voice struck him. At last he lowered the blade. Stand, he said. And when she did, he offered his hand. That was the night the hunter found an apprentice. They rode together. Her name was Celine. They traveled in silence at first, her steps tentative, his wary. Darian taught her how to track, how to fight, how to spot the difference between beast and monster. She listened eager. Hunts continued. A wraith in Northwallow, a skin changer in the marsh, ghouls in the salt caves. Celine fought beside him, precise and swift. She never once succumbed to blood. By the campfire she asked questions no one else had dared. How do you kill without fear? I don't, Darian answered. I kill despite it. She smiled more often. He found humor creeping back into his voice. Once, after a brutal werewolf fight, she bound his wound with trembling hands. Not with hunger but with worry. For the first time, Darian wondered if solitude had been a wound mistaken for armor. Faith. Winter brought her family. Elder vampires, cruel and velvet-voiced. Return to us, child. Feet. Celine shook, torn. Hunger clawed at her throat. Darian stood beside her, blade ready. This is your moment. Decide who you are. She screamed and raised her sword. Together they fought. When it ended, the snow was black with ash. I chose you, she whispered, collapsing. Darian placed a hand on her shoulder. Then you are no longer one of them. You are mine. The hunter and the apprentice. From that night, love grew between them, unspoken at first, then undeniable. Hand in hand by firelight, they found not just survival but belonging. The world still called upon the hunter. But he was never alone again. The stories spread of the hunter and his pale apprentice. Some said witch, others daughter. None guessed the truth. Darian had lived burdened by his blade, but in sparing her life he found not only an apprentice but love. And for the first time he believed even hunters deserved to be saved.